Hello everyone, welcome back to another 2v2 battle. This is going to be the Empire with the allied of the Vampire Counts, which is odd, versus the Greenskins and another Empire player. For this one, I'm going to be led by Volkmar the Grim. I don't have every ability, just the one that protects nearby units and then also grants some bonus attacks. I did give him his regeneration special item though, and his benediction and miscast chance. I did not put him on the chariot because I wanted him to always be rolling with the Royal Altdwarf Griffites. I also have an Amber Wizard, which is Flock of Doom, sitting up here on a Griffin. I like the Griffin because it gives him armor-piercing attack. The Amber Wizard has decent stats, especially for a caster. And then also the Griffin gives off Fear and Terror, which is always an amazing thing to have. And then for the rest of my army, we have 2 handgunners, a front line of great swords, 2 mortars, and then a couple spears back here as well. For my Vampire Count ally, we have 3 Fellbats being led by Isabella von Karstein, and then I think they have 2 vampires, one here, maybe it's just one. Maybe just one. But they also do have a Necromancer. We have a Corpse Card of Unholy Lodestone, the Claw of Nagash, Zombies, front line of Skeletal Warriors, and the Koningstein Stalkers, back line of Skeletal Spearmen, and then they have 2 Cairn Race as well. For the Empire player, the enemy Empire player, we have Demigryph Knights with Halberds, normal Demigryph Knights over here, and a Steam Tank, 2 Handgunners being led by Karl Franz. We have 1 Halberd, multiple Spears, and 2 Greatswords. And then the Greenskin player has 4 Orc Biggins, a main line of the Black Orcs being led by Night Goblin War Boss, 2 Goblin Big Bosses, and a Doom Diver with 2 Orc Boar Boy Biggins. A very heavy melee force. So beginning in this fight, I'm going to start targeting their handgunners, because that is a target that the mortar teams can do pretty good at dismantling, and the handgunners can threaten most of my army here. It's a lot of kind of high armor, or just like valuable targets like the Amber Wizard. And now I'm going to use the Amber Wizard. I'm going to try and get close enough so I don't have to overcast, because I hate killing myself, especially since I don't have any heal spells on my side. So, I mean, I guess we have the Vampire Counts. But anyway, since I don't have a Jade Wizard, I want to be super careful, so we're going to fly up and just cast a normal Flock of Doom. And you can see it hits a lot of units here, as the mortar teams continue their assault on the handgunners. We're going to move up to about right here, just out of handgunner range for a little bit, and I'm going to be moving up my handgunners to try and snipe this Steam Tank. Which is my plan. I'm going to leave these 2 back here unprotected. But right now they're not currently being threatened by anything. You see some Fellbats over here trying to threaten a Doom Diver Catapult, which is forcing the Orc Boar Boy Biggins to sit there and protect the model, or their Doom Diver against like a 350 cost Fellbat, which is pretty good. My Vampire Count ally is going to kind of mass up right here on my right flank to hold off the Greenskins. And now we're going to start getting some shots off on the Steam Tank, going in for another Flock of Doom on this section right there. And you can see we're about to do some good damage to this Steam Tank. Handgunners are a pretty good counter to them. But we do have Demigryph Knights with Halberds moving over here, and these Orc Boar Boy Biggins are going to be moving over here as well. But these units, they're not the cheapest units, but they have already dealt some damage to the handgunners and surrounding infantry, and I don't care about them that much, at least not enough to protect them. The units that I actually care about are the handgunners. So we're going to be posted up around them. These Demigryph Knights try to charge the handgunners, but my allies Fellbats intercepted them, and then I am reinforcing with other units, so they ran off. And now we're going to be charging the main lines with our great swords, pulling in these great swords as well. Getting some more shots with the Steam Tank. You see doing a lot of good damage there with the Steam Tank. Or, I'm sorry, with the handgunners. Keeping my Royal Outdoor Griffites and Volkmar in reserve. I want them to destroy Demigryph Knights when they get too close. So that's kind of why I'm keeping them in the back as they're getting shot up by the Steam Tank and trying to run them around. Meanwhile, in the back, these Demigryph Knights are going to assault my mortar teams, but again, I don't care too much, but I am going to use this as a nice time to get some shots into them with the handgunners. And you can see the Orc Cav coming in as well. For my allies fight, it's going to be a kind of a clumped up fight here, being supported by their support units being the Necromancer, Claw of Nagash, and the Corpse Cart. And the Cairn Race are going to do pretty good against Black Orcs, especially since they're going to be buffed up by Van Heel's Dance Macabre here, I think once or twice throughout the battle. For my battle over here, we finally put Volkmar and the Demigryph Knights into this enemy Demigryph Knights because we had the backing of the Spearmen. And you see we do a lot of good damage to them, and we're going to make them rout off the field temporarily. Meanwhile, back here, the Amber Wizard did do a charge on the Steam Tank, almost killing him, but now I'm going to use him to terrorize their backline, so we're going to go after this unit and cast Flock of Doom on this clump as we're chasing them with the Great Swords, but I think I'm going to pull these Great Swords off and put them back over here in the fight against Karl Franz and the Great Swords and Halberdiers back here. You can see that the Cav did destroy our mortar teams, but again, I'm okay with that. We managed to do a lot of damage to the Demigryph Knights as they are focused on my mortar team, so I'm more than acceptable of that trade. So going to throw in a Royal Altar of Gryphite, supported by the handgunners, getting Volkmar over here, including some more spearmen. Again, the units that look at that damage. The units that I actually care about are these 2 handgunners. The mortar teams for me were throwaway units. So I didn't really invest in protecting them because I didn't care about them. Back here, the Amber Wizard, again, casting Flock of Doom over here and trying to just reroute all these troops back here. Meanwhile, our Great Swords are holding back Karl Franz and what remains of their Great Swords over there. For my ally, it's still just kind of just this massive melee fight being supported by the support units. And it is a fight that they are slowly winning, starting to do some good damage against the Goblin Big Bosses. And they're doing some decent damage against these Black Orcs because of the Mortis Engine and the Cairn Race. And you see some zombies being summoned here from the nearby Necromancer, which is always a good move. Steam Tank is still in play because I was too distracted by the Demigryph Knights that are back here. And now these Orc Boy Biggins that we're going to charge and support the handgunners. I am sending 1 handgunner against the Steam Tank to try and finish it off, but these Great Swords getting too close. So we're going to try and disengage and engage these Great Swords with these 2 Spearmen who I had as bodyguards for handgunners. You can see Evangelos Dance Macabre going down on my allies' army, which is a great thing for the Cairn Race because now their melee attack is up to 60 and they only have to get past a 23, which is also slightly buffed, melee defense of the Black Orcs. So they're going to be tearing these Black Orcs to pieces with Evangelos Dance Macabre. And there we go, we get one more salvo off the handgunners, and we managed to take out the Steam Tank. Amber Wizard has still just been non-stop harassing the routing units of the Empire, casting Flock of Dooms. Another one is, I think, is about to drop right there. Meanwhile, in the back, the Volkmar the Grim and what remains of his Royal Altar Gryphites with support of the handgunners and the Felbats managed to rout off these Orc Boarboy Biggins. You can see my Royal Altar Gryphites are on their last legs, but they have fought 2 Demigryph Knight units and an Orc Boarboy Biggin unit. Volkmar is still fine because of his regeneration items, so that's been keeping him alive. And you can see now our handgunners are kind of free of any enemy attacks, so they are just firing into these Orc Boys and the Demigryph Knights and these Orc Biggins, which we're going to throw in some spears, and my Amber Wizard who just helped rout these Great Swords. And my allies' fight is also being won because of those Cairn Race, Mortis Engine, and the just supporting staff of the Vampire Counts, which my enemy player has not been able to break. And now we're supporting them against the Black Orcs with the handgunners over here as we rout off the enemy Empire player over on our left flank there. So good game to our opponents. These handgunners did a lot of work, and my ally just kind of hunkered down and wore the Greenskin charge, and the Greenskins didn't have anything to take out the Mortis Engine, the Corpse Cart, or the Necromancer. The Empire did with their handgunners and their Steam Tank, but the Steam Tank was more concerned about our Demigryph Knights, which is also a valid target to shoot at. Like, let's not kid ourselves. But then we also destroyed their handgunners really quick, so they had no chance to snipe the Mortis Engine. Although, even if they were still alive, I don't think they would have, because this Empire player was more focused on me than they were my ally. So my ally fighting off the Greenskins' entire melee army was a perfect choice for them. The 2 Cairn Race killed Black Orcs. Like, it worked out really well how our matchups kind of ended up here. So Volkmar the Grim, he didn't do too much work, but whenever I take a Archlector, is that their name? I think that's their name, right? The non-legendary lord version of basically Volkmar the Grim or Volkmar, I like to stick them in with Royal Altar Gryphites to just kind of move around to the battlefield wherever they're needed, and I just use them to kind of buff the Gryphites because they're already really good. Spearmen did a good job of bodyguarding. The Amber Wizard just did so much work with Flock of Doom and routing people. The Great Swords did amazing jobs. Handgunners destroyed a Steam Tank and just various units. For Uncle Gantz here, the Vampires did, I think, pretty good, casting spells and just getting some damage in. Skeletal Warriors tanked for a while, as did the Skeletal Spearmen, but the real MVPs for them are going to be the Cairn Race, who are chewing through the Black Orcs along with the Claw of Nagash and the Corpse Cart, which was supporting most of their army throughout that entire battle. For Patriots here, you can see the Black Orcs racked up a ton of kills against Skeletal Warriors and Zombies, and as did the Orc Biggins and even Big Bosses before they were brought down, but it was not enough. You're going to get a lot of kills fighting against Vampire Count, but if you can't destroy their key units, like this sucker, then it's going to be a tough time. And then for Blue Light, Karl Franz managed to kill 51, I believe, just Great Swords, which is really good. The Halberdiers supported him, and their Great Swords did pretty well, but we were able to shut down those handgunners. And the Demigryph Knights did do some work before we finally managed to bring them down as well as the Steam Tank. So again, good game to Uncle Gant, Partridge, and Blue Light. Hope you enjoyed some Volkmar the Grim, even though he really wasn't an MVP. Neither is the Archlector when I use him in this type of build either, but it's still fun to bring him. I guess I could have brought his Chariot. But I just didn't think a Chariot would be good rolling around the Royal Altar of Gryphites. You kind of need that to be doing, well, Chariot stuff. I just didn't feel like doing it in this battle. But anyway, again, hope you enjoyed it, and let's go watch a cinematic view of this battle. Hello, handgunners. What's that noise? Steam tanks are pretty cool. Very expensive though.
Enemy wizard spotted.
Wait for those handgunners to open fire. There we go. Oh man, the handgunners are shooting the fell bats. Oh man. There we go, now they're shooting the great swords. I didn't realize my Amber Wizard was being targeted by the Doom Divers. You see those Doom Divers just crashing him? Those motherfuckers. How dare they? What's happening over here? Oh, the vampires. Go, great swords, go! Volkmar!
Hold them, hammer! Let's speed! In the name of Sigmar!
Oh, we probably took a massive amount of damage from those biggins. Yeah, look at them. Yeah, that's what did us in. I just really wanted to destroy those demigriffs, though. There are so many magical effects going on. Karen Rice is pretty good if you can buff up their melee attack. Light him up!
Crush them! Weapons out, lads! Time for fighting!
And then these are shooting at the steam tank.
Yes, my lord! They are using... Yes, sir! That's an order! By Sigmar! As you say! Faster! At once! Going! Magic untamed! Without delay! To battle! The Helden Hammer! Immediately! Look to the flank! Running! Quickly!
It's time for the Amber Wizard to make a landing.
We obey! Move at speed! Quick march! Run! Moving! With haste! Running! All ranks fire!
And there we go. Hope you enjoyed the battle, everybody. I'll bring Volkmar again at some point on his chariot, because I know like that's kind of his unique thing. It's just his stats suck on the chariot. He does get the free banishment spell. He does get fear and terror on the chariot, as well as unbreakable, like all great things. But I really wanted him to assist the Royal Autographites, and with those terrible melee stats that he has on that chariot, it's like 30 melee attack and like 12 melee defense. He's so easy to hit. He does have some decent armor though, but I'll bring a chariot at some point. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next battle, everybody. Take care.